And hello, everyone. It is someone's birthday today.
Yes.
Someone's who is sort of, kind of nearest and dearest to most of you, except for me. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, we're not mentioning names.
It is everyone's favorite whitest pony, Marshmallow.
Clothes.
I was going to say white supremacist, but then with the shit with JonTron going on, I don't think that's a good idea.
Wait, what happened?
Whoa, what?
Hang on, we can talk about that later.
We'll talk about that during the break. Okay, fine.
Anyway.
Yes, it is Rar's birthday.
In honor of the fact I spent the last 3 hours before the show designing outfits for Sims and Creator Sim, and my brain just...
Happy birthday, Marshmallow!
Yes, thank you. I remember you woke me up.
Now, what? Hang on, one thing. I gotta ask. I do have to ask.
Yes?
Happy birthday, y'all, but, Rarity, AJ, none of y'all are getting any younger.
Oh,
what are you insinuating?
Granny Smith is bending my ear sideways about why AJ hasn't done anything proper with that cute unicorn mare yet.
Not her baby.
I didn't think that was their business.
Well, you know how the apples are.
Yes, there's a lot.
Especially.
You just want them to leave you alone about getting hitched to some pony.
Well, I get my own earful from Great Granny Applesauce. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and when she don't talk about you with my granny, they talk about me, and usually they ain't talking about me because they busy talking about you.
Well, the reason I keep getting earfuls because you're the only apple so far of our generation that's got some pony.
Micmac's got some ponies. Just happens to still be on the right farm.
He's got 3 some ponies.
Yeah, well, I think Granny Smith is kind of giving up the ghost on waiting on for Big Mac.
Well, here's the thing. Big Mac's gonna get all the honeys, and she's gonna have all the great grandkids. It's gonna be great.
We don't do herds, right, Squirrel?
That ain't our thing.
What?
We don't do herding.
Oh, herding. Okay.
I think it depends on whom you ask.
My brain is slow.
I mean, we don't. If other ponies do herding, that's fine with them. It's just not an apple thing.
What's the herding?
Oh, gee. Okay.
Can we talk about that during the break?
We'll tell you about when you're older, sis.
But we are older. You can tell us now.
But I'm a big pony.
Oh, for the love of Applejack, it's when one stallion is with a bunch of mares, Apple Bloom.
Or when one mare is with a bunch of stallions, it doesn't really matter.
You mean like Harry?
Who invited you?
Okay, think of it like Zai with his plushies.
No,
what him? Lots of plushies.
Oh, we're going there now.
It makes sense now.
It does.
Hot pineapple.
I was gonna give my mare friend her gift, but I'll do that later now.
Because
my.
Everything goes back to Zai and his harem.
No.
That's how the universe works. And then at some point, Starry Flame kind of gets in there too because she's the princess and the whole thing.
What?
And
No.
I think the whole herding thing kind of went way out of style back about 200 years ago with those crazy Celestia religious nuts. The
ones that think she actually made the planet.
Yeah, the ones who thought she's the mother of all creation, literally. So they thought, well, Celestia can have more than one stallion, we can have more than one mare.
Yeah, she didn't take too kindly to that.
No, she didn't. That's why they were excommunicated. They're out living out past Dodge Junction. Last time I heard.
Anyway,
news time.
Well, I only stopped by to say happy birthday to Rarity, but it seems I've come across quite a intense conversation.
It's amazing.
There's a better
come out of nowhere.
I'm sorry, but no.
Let me just put it this way. Every pony should be able to engage in whatever manner of relationship that they approve of and are most happy in, so long as those around them are also happy. That being said, I should think if, what was your brother's name? Big Mac? If he should start fooling around with more than one mare, you might want to warn him that one of the mares he's dating is the sister of Pinkie Pie.
So,
Oh crap! It don't. Not just her sister; it's her twin. Oh no!
so you're saying
Mac, don't ever cheat on Marble. She'll gut you and bury you in her yard.
Okay, he is not the kind.
Did somebody say my name?
so
No.
Celestia is saying
Does
that.
Pinkie Pie have to cut a bitch?
In
So-
any event, Rarity, I've gone ahead and ordered something very pleasant for you, and likewise, I hope we can have a discussion. I have a gown order for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, the gall is coming up again. You know what that means.
Oh, I'm aware.
So Celestia just meant that she made the fact that brothels are now legal. Okay.
Brothers have never been legal. Ponies do what they will.
Well, they are out in Las Pegasus.
That ain't a brothel, because unless you went to a different place that I went to, I mean,
Seriously?
Maybe we can. Maybe we can.
Hey, Marshmallow, happy birthday! Here, I got you a brooch, and I know you're gonna love it because it looks just like 7 of the other ones you got in your drawer.
Oh, it's lovely. I like the shade. I like the shade and the gem in the middle.
I figured you would.
As red as an apple.
Yep.
And as red as your cheeks right now.
Wait, which ones?
Funny.
I'll give you the other dip,
Well, you might want to stay away from the hindquarters because that's the end that does the bucking.
Indeed. Let's get the news real quick and get that out of the way.
Who's doing the news?
I'll do it, I guess, just to get it done.
I thought we were, since it's Rarity's birthday. That is news.
That is important news.
It is.
Oh, that's why we did it first.
Let's get the boring news out of the way now.
Yeah, the boring stuff.
Let's see. So
Plushie herons have become illegal.
Season 7!
Season
Slash
7.
legal.
We have new episode titles. Finally,
We have a trailer.
A
Starlight,
flurry-
have you been fucking around with the same magic as Doctor Strange again? I don't know what you mean.
I actually thought it was kind of like the alchemy from Full Metal Alchemist. I mean,
No.
Starlight, are you going to lose one of your forelimbs and you're going to have to put Sunburst in a suit of armor?
If anyone's going to be losing their limbs, it's it's Sunburst.
What did he
Wow.
do this time?
He's the one who drew it.
Wow, I'm just seriously, damn Trixie. Next
You're
time
the
you
one
think
who
about
has
trying to Trixie, next time you try and think about doing some magical research with Starlight, just know where she stands on the risk factor.
As long as Trixie doesn't get hurt, it's usually all well and good, but Starlight, you can leave me out of your experiments, okay? You and your,
Why do you think I asked him to be my experiment partner?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have words with him. I mean, we're gonna have to see where we stand in terms of relationship. I mean, I realize he's an old friend of yours, but,
Trixie, that's why I asked him to experiment with me. Because I don't want a repercussion happening to you.
is that what it is?
Of course. Why?
Oh,
Right. Let's see how he likes the Moonshot Manticore mouth dive, shall we?
Trixie. Wait, can Sunburst teleport?
Nope.
No, he can't. Uh-oh.
I know a bookworm when I see one.
Yeah, you said the same thing about Twilight, Trixie, and look what happened to her.
Yeah, there's a difference. Twilight can cast spells. Sunburst can't.
He can't?
Essentially, if you put his ability to study and my magical aptitude into one pony, then you'd have Twilight.
Yeah, that's about right. My point is, I don't like my mare friend going around with some other stallion who clearly
It's
makes
just
good money
magic!
every time.
It's just magic.
And so's friendship.
Magic.
Different kind of magic.
All right then.
Anyway,
So, trailer.
Trailer.
We have some more episode titles named. We got A Flurry of Emotion.
Oh dear, what's she gonna do now?
So we have more Flurry Heart that's going to happen. Probably more shenanigans.
Stormageddon is going to make it worse, isn't she?
Rock Solid Friendship. Something with our lovable, wonderful Maud.
Yay, Maud.
Where's Maud? We haven't heard from her in a while.
I've been busy.
I'm sorry?
Apparently Maud's been busy.
And
I'm still studying my doctorate.
a few more comics coming out. Legends of Magic. Comic, number 55, and a prequel to the movie.
We finally get a thing to lead up to the movie.
Yep.
So wait, the movie actually is going to be connected to the series as a whole.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's supposed to be.
Maybe we'll find out why Starlight's not in it.
Maybe we'll find out why we have a talking cat.
And speaking of characters, a new character has been revealed.
Oh, not another new character.
What is it now?
More toys! More toys to sell!
More toyetics?
Hasbro's going to milk this cow as long as they can.
Oh yes. We don't really know its name.
It.
Oh wait, hang on.
They don't even
It's
know
called-
what it is, apparently.
It's called Birdo.
Birdo.
Birdo? Like from the Mario series?
It literally, no, not that Birdo, but it looks actually something from the Sonic series, honestly.
Oh god, all the fanfics.
No.
You guys want to know something really interesting that I found on not FemFiction, but fanfiction.net? If you go to to the crossovers and you look at My Little Pony for television, the most common crossover with MLP is Sonic for some reason.
Yep.
Because talking animals.
Yep.
And Rainbow Dash and Sonic, yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm also thinking 12-year-olds. But,
Yep.
Yeah.
no, Sonic's the most common, followed up by Doctor Who.
Well, Doctor Who, because Doctor Who's.
Yeah, exactly. No, we all know that, but it makes me laugh. And then number three is taken by Harry Potter.
Again,
Yes.
magic.
Typical.
Magic, things can go awry.
Speaking of merch, another Guardians of Harmony reveal for the movie. Rainbow
Yay.
Dash has a Zeppelin.
Why?
A Zeppelin?
A Zeppelin.
She doesn't need it.
It's the
Unless,
same.
okay,
It's
the
the
only
exact.
reason
It's the exact same thing about why Sonic has a fucking car.
Well, the only reason that Rainbow Dash should own a Zeppelin is if it's like the Hindenburg and it's got guns and turrets on it.
Well, there you go.
Feel better?
One?
And actually, speaking of merchandise, I was at Toys R Us the other day because I was bored and wanted to just kill some time. So,
is that the popular hangout spot for you now?
It looks like a Daring Do Zeppelin.
Be careful about where you hang out in Toys R Us.
Well,
Squirrel, they may mistake you for someone not quite good.
I mean, yeah, I wandered around the pony aisle just to check out the stuff, and then I went and looked at the. I couldn't find any of the Epic Celestia stuff, but I did find a bunch of the minis. I didn't buy any of them.
I hate Equestria Girls, but I really want the Applejack and the Starlight mini.
But then I went and I looked at some Zootopia and Sonic stuff, and I left with one of the Lego Sonic thing because I'm weird. But speaking of the minis, they're getting new ones coming out soon.
Ooh, yay!
Fanny, doesn't that Zeppelin look like the Goblin Zeppelins from World of Warcraft?
Yeah, that's a Goblin Zeppelin. Rather a Horde Zeppelin.
I'm just gonna link the page.
Once we get done with the pony news, I want to poke at World of Warcraft for the few listeners out there who play the game along as well as me.
The
Still play
Warcraft.
it.
Anybody else who's addicted to the Warcraft? Yes.
Anyway, Squirrel,
Whatever.
Damn.
Anyway, there's the link with all the EQG minis. There's a lot of really cool ones in there too.
I need Derpy. I need Trixie. I'm not
Trixie's
so
getting one.
Everyone needs Derpy.
Yeah,
Everyone likes Derpy.
Everyone needs a
Looking forward to
Derpy in their life.
I'm kind of digging Trixie's outfit. She's got the whole like she's still wearing her skirt from school, but she's wearing a tuxedo jacket and a bow
I
tie.
didn't
naturally,
naturally, Starry just left.
You would be digging any Trixie.
Well, of course,
I
but
really
still,
like
it
that
looks
side
cute.
tie.
I mean, the Derpy's one is really cute. I'm not sure about the muffin top though.
I think that's adorable.
It's
That being
cute,
said,
but-
I like the stage white in the actual science lab coat.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why, but I really love that they have Rarity's red glasses.
Because they're iconic for when she's making her clothes.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
Keaton
the
has-
lab
I
jacket
don't
is.
get the strawberry skirt.
Yeah, the lab jacket on Twilight is freaking adorable. Honestly, I think she should just make that part of her look. Just walk around high school with the lab jacket on. Everyone would be like, "What the hell's with her?" And their friends would be like, "She's the mad scientist. They open the portal to Equestria, remember?" And just freak everyone
She's
out.
gonna blow up the school one day.
Probably. Also, if you're into graphs and mathematical thingamaboogers,
Yeah,
As in
yeah.
not me.
we
Rafts.
have an infographic analyzing the whole population of the show, and actually, males are up on the graph. It's not just 80% females. It's now like almost half and half, I think.
Really?
Really?
So, like, the show directors are realizing that they can't populate the entire world with just women.
Yeah. Although, let's see here. Let me look down. Yeah, population gender. It's 56 female, 44 male. Here's the thing, though. It looks like the unicorn and Pegasi are going to die out soon. because
The Earth ponies are superior! Woo!
population, it's 59% Earth pony.
Wow.
Oh, Ponyville is mostly Earth Pony anyway.
And
Vermont is
Pegasi
probably the biggest concentration of unicorns.
I gotta
and
say,
Pegasi
I
and
think
unicorn are like almost 20 neck and neck at 20%.
I was
Now,
gonna say
honestly, I think Trixie and Rarity will agree with me when I say just because Earth ponies fuck like rabbits does not mean that the unicorns and Pegasi are going extinct.
Absolutely.
I have to-
That's like saying that gingers are going extinct.
Okay, Zai.
On top of that, with pony genetics, like you can actually say who gives birth to what, because you have a pair of Earth pony parents giving birth to a pair.
Oh, we know.
Pegasi and a unicorn.
Guys, let's not talk.
We know they slept around. Anyway, I was gonna say like
It's that orgy they had, I swear.
This is like it's statistics based off characters that we have seen in the show, right? Because like considering that this place does take place mainly in Ponyville and frequents other sort of Earth-based towns like Appaloosa and whatnot, places like around Ponyville that tend to be predominantly Earth Pony based, like. It kind of makes sense that like most of the.
Well, I think what they're doing is also taking the samples they've seen of the episodes where they've been in Cloudsdale and Canterlot, Las Pegasus, and the other small places, the other towns that are around Equestria that we have seen.
Not like only Ponyville, but like since we, that's the focus of the show. Obviously, we're going to see like more frequent background ponies and stuff there. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know, just my 2 cents.
No, you're right, Zai. Like the majority of towns we have seen in the show have been like Ponyville and where are some of those other ones? But basically small Earth Pony towns. But the larger cities, we're talking Cloudsdale and Las Pegasus, are predominantly Pegasi, and like Canterlot is almost 100% unicorn. So it's not like the demographics are that skewed to Earth ponies. I think it's just the majority we've seen have been Earth ponies because 2/3 of the main cast are Earth ponies and they can't really walk in the clouds.
Yeah.
Filthy Earth ponies.
The other thing is Legend of Everfree has been nominated for a Daytime Emmy.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
For, I believe it's Best Song. Let's see.
Which one?
Yeah, Best Original Song. It doesn't say... Oh, A Legend of Everfree. That's the best song.
Wait, the opener?
Yeah, the opener.
Really?
I mean, it was a good song, but okay.
Well, nothing can go wrong when it sounds like Mumford & Sons. So,
Yeah, I know, right?
Like,
let's
You
see.
don't have a Mumford and Sons?
that's
The what?
If you want some Creepyville, speaking of the Humble Bundle, as we were earlier, does anyone know of a program called Face Rig?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yep.
What?
Yes.
Remember?
Face rig.
Face Rig.
You can make a 2D image and make it be able to actually move and talk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
When you guys are like, show us your face, I put face rig on, and you guys are like, no,
Well,
that's
they've
not
got
what I
a-
want.
Yeah. It's
And
like
it didn't work.
even better. Like Jester Dayrama, our dear friend, before recent things happened, he was using Face Rig for his gaming stuff.
Imagine
But
if you
yes.
could 3D model and make your own like OC and
Instead
just,
of-
appear as your OC.
Instead of 3D, you can do 2D, which, as you can imagine, has flat images as a puppet rather than a 3D image. So you can, and some people in the Steam Workshop have made some pony skins, and yes, they are creepy as all hell.
Aw, damn it. They should make like cute chibi ones.
I mean, they work, but they're just kind of like, what is this?
Granted, Squirrel, you also think the 3D models in Source Filmmaker for ponies are a little weird.
Well,
They are.
yeah, they are. Not gonna lie.
I see.
Well, they're anatomically correct to the show. That's the thing.
Well, I don't know. I've seen
It-
much more accurate looking rigs out there.
Let's
It
have a
depends
look at
on the
these here
model,
rigs.
and the other issue with is Source Filmmaker. Like, I like the Blender ponies. The Blender ponies are much better looking, and they look much more natural compared to the Source Filmmaker ones. But yeah.
That's kind of creepy.
Crap.
Just a little.
Yeah, it is.
Hang on, let me see this.
Yeah, that's not that very good.
No, it's not.
Oh, is this the
Let
face
me
roaster?
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, the face rigs. Ugh, that's
Yeah,
very
it's
creepy
not-
right
I'll be
now.
honest, yeah, but it's not that bad. I mean, a few tweaks and it'll probably be fine.
A few tweaks, but still.
Sometimes the problem with things like this isn't that it needs more, I guess, power or more frames or whatever. It's more that they're using too many, and by taking away, it could look better as well.
Huh.
It could have been worse. You guys are kind of like blowing it up a bit.
It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, it's not. That's not good.
Except the mouth.
That's a bad rig.
Should we? Okay, want to go to music break or should we do Samurai Jack?
Oh,
Let's get
Let me
Samurai
take a
Jack
break
out of the way.
Let's do
first.
music break. Okay, wait. Well, Birthday Girl said music break, so music break it is.
Oh, fine.
by order of the birthday girl.
By order of the Birthday Girl. Music break. We'll be right back
Here
Here on
Celestia
Celestia Radio.
here on Miss Rarity Radio, where it's all rarity all the time because it's her special day.
Except when it's marshmallows.
I accept that.
And we're back. Hello. Well, now I want to talk about Beauty and the Beast, even though I haven't seen it, and I don't really want to now.
Can we not? We did that last week.
I saw the
Yeah, we
opening
did
of
last
it.
week.
We did
But
last
like,
week.
Well, actually, we didn't talk about the movie. We
here.
talked about a fucking dress.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, that's
but
right.
however, Stormspark has seen the film, so let us know, fashion aside, how was the actual film?
I think 9 out of 10. They added some songs from the original animation one that a couple felt kind of forced and didn't need to be there. But
they- wait, did they
otherwise, I
add
was
in-
like, this is great.
Did they add in?
Did they do the Gaston?
Yes, they did the Gaston.
How,
You saw a
how
clip of
was
that
in the
Emma
trailer.
Watts? How was Emma Watts singing? Could you tell there was auto tune?
Kind of.
For Emma.
I could tell. Okay, I could tell the singing was more refined than the animation one. Like the animation one, you could hear like the real, like you could hear like there was really someone singing, especially Mrs. Potts, you know.
So that's what.
And whereas in this one, it was very refined, and you're like, it doesn't really have that same real feel to it.
Yeah, you can always tell, even especially with people who are not trained singers. And that's the thing. The animated one had people who are trained singers, professional singers, even Angela Lansbury, of course, who did.
That actually brings me to my question. Was Mrs. Potts still Angela Lansbury?
No.
No.
What? No, you can't do that.
And how many
I
years has it
I
been?
had that same thought watching it. I was like, oh.
I'm not seeing it now. I am not seeing it. This is I still rate it 9 out of 10.
Okay, so
Hey Storm, I gotta ask.
Hang on.
One of the songs that they put in "We'll Be Human Again"?
No.
We'll be human again. We'll be human again.
Okay.
I actually watched.
No.
That's a very
Wait,
special.
Guys.
It's a new version.
That's all.
So I actually had a movie night with my friends a little while ago, like a couple of days ago, and we watched the first one because I had seen it once when I was like a kid, but I don't remember anything from it. So this was almost like seeing it for the first time for me, like almost. But you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. But like the whole time, of course, my friends were talking about like the new movie, and like, of course, like because if you're gonna complain about it, it's like, oh yeah, well this stuff sucks. You know, you only remember the big broad things. But like since we were watching it, they were like, oh yeah, this bit they changed in the movie and did this, and this bit they changed in the movie and did this, and like we're just having like all these little gripes. But they did they said the same things, especially about the songs. They were saying like, you know, that it has so much more feeling in the animated one. And my friends were like singing along with it and everything, and they were just like, oh, in the movie it just doesn't have this like soul. And they said, my friend Holly said something as well. She was like, no, it wasn't her, she's seen it. So whoever it was who hadn't seen it in our group was like, if the part isn't the original voice actress, then I'm just not going to see it.
Well, I mean, it's Angela Lansbury. Come on.
But they were like, well,
She is quite old.
They changed all the other voice actors and actresses, so like, of course they will.
But she's an icon, and she's so memorable as Mrs. Potts.
I also heard
Acknowledge what was going on with her before saying, we know what's going on with Angela Lansbury, would have loved to have her back, but due to her decided to go with another one, she has agreed to this. Something like that.
Although I have
didn't
to
ask
ask,
her.
I've heard that the live action or the CG animated Chip in this movie will give you nightmares. Is that true, Storm?
Oh my god.
No, I thought he was adorable.
Really? Okay.
To each their own. To each their own.
Yeah, no, but see, like, well, that's the thing is, when I heard about it happening, I was like, oh, yeah, cool, Emma Watson. And then I saw the Beast, and I'm like, this is gonna be shit. And so I went to watch it.
That's my big problem is the Beast,
wait.
They worked so hard to get. The thing is, they worked so hard to give him like actual makeup to make him look like a beast, but then they covered over it with CGI.
Yeah.
The CGI is supposed to complement the makeup. Damn it.
Yeah, no, but see, it grew on me. At the start, I was like, oh. And then, like, in the middle, I'm like, oh, this doesn't look so bad. And by the end, I'm like, I wish I had this as a fursuit.
That's the thing. Come the next round of all the fur cons, you're gonna see hundreds of beasts who look 5,000 times better than the film version of the beast, and they're going to actually be able to speak and show emotion through the makeup and costume.
Have you guys
I have to say, like, Storm. I'll because you recommended it so highly, I'll give it a shot. But like again, I remember when I first saw a pic of the Beast, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I had the exact same reaction.
The Beast soap opera my mom loved in the 80s.
With Ron Perlman.
Oh yeah, he was in that, wasn't he?
He was the Beast.
He was the Beast. Oh darn!
I blame that man for making me a furry.
Well, Fanny, here. What I'll do is I will print out a picture of him in his Beast makeup and give it to him to sign and send it to you. How about that?
Please. Oh,
what
Oh, okay.
All
It's
right,
a
all
thing
right.
we're still
Someone
talking
show
about.
them. Someone show them. Ron Perlman went in the 1980s. When Ron Perlman was much younger, but still not what people call good looking. He starred as the main character, or one of the two leads, in a TV show called Beauty and the Beast. He was a half lion, half man, kind of chimera sort of thing, who lived in the sewers of a modern city. And then there was Catherine, who was the titular beauty, and they fall in love.
Played by Fanny. You should know this.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god, that is disturbing.
It's she plays Sarah Connor in the Terminator films. Oh fuck!
Linda Hamilton.
Linda Hamilton. Linda Hamilton. I forgot her name.
You know,
Zai? Wait, Zai?
Yes.
But look at that
You have your
makeup!
Yeah. So.
Look at that look!
I haven't
That
seen
makeup! Oh my god!
Let the Tanuki boy speak.
I haven't seen the new one, so I can't comment myself. But like one thing from seeing the old one is that one thing we commented on was how adorable it is that he's basically a overgrown kid, because he was a little kid when he was cursed. He was like 11 or something, wasn't he? So even though he's like a grown man now, it's like, you know, he's lived all alone without any real human interaction.
There's some contention
he's really
about
stroppy. He's really self-centered. You can tell he tries to like be involved. He tries to sort of open up to like the suggestions of the, you know, his companions and everything. But
there's some contention about that, how old he was when he was changed, and
yeah,
given the state of the everyone. Hold on, no. Listen. Given the state of everybody in the castle when they were changed, and I doubt Chip was born a cup. Thank you very much. Or he was a baby when he was changed into a cup. I doubt that very much. A lot of people theorize that, along with everybody being turned into an object and him being turned into a beast, they were all the actual ages that they currently are. They've just been frozen in that age and time, while the only thing that aged even slowly was the rose.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The curse specifically said, though, if it blooms before it'll bloom on its 21st year and then start to wilt. So I'm just like,
21st year. Time still passes around them, but that doesn't mean they age. So what year he would have turned 21?
But that means it's still been
I don't think it means his actual 21st birthday. I think it means like in 21 years after you've been changed.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's the wording of the curse. His 21st year.
As a beast.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
But
he was the one being punished.
But they've said in the song they've been that way for 10 years. 10 years we've been rusting.
Yeah.
I think it's a combination of the two things, Fanny. I think the servants were frozen in time, but the beast wasn't.
That might work.
That would
Can I just
still really strip?
Yeah. Can I just without giving anything away, I like the new one because it gives more backstory on Belle and the Beast. You find out what happens to Belle's mum.
About time.
Yep. It actually gives them a common interest point, not just like in the movie where he saves her and suddenly they get along. You know, there's actually a point where you're like, they actually like have something in common other than just being forced together and being nice at one point. You know,
is she a tsundere to him? Like hit in love, and then like when he's dying, she's like, "Oh wait, no, I do love you." Or do you actually see moments of them?
You actually see moments.
That's
good.
That's the thing that's always gotten me with the critical analyst reviewers of Beauty and the Beast. They're like, "Oh, this is a wonderful tale of Stockholm syndrome." I'm like, she doesn't have Stockholm syndrome, you idiot. Look up the
Let's
condition.
not get into that. We're gonna talk about Samurai Jack now.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
And a little
Let us
warning
know
for
when
everyone who's listening. We are going to be throwing out spoilers.
Yes, because this happened last week.
Don't want to be spoiled, you might not want to listen.
Okay.
Right.
And Trade, since you were not here for the first part of the show, you get to spout out some stuff now.
Yes.
Thank you kindly. I actually have been doing a blog on Ramon, both on Tumblr and now on YouTube about this, so I think I'm more than qualified to talk about this to Pretty much every single degree, just like the rest of you.
Oh, more so than me.
Let's talk about the introduction first with the most unexpected thing ever. We actually get to see Aku.
Yeah, I've heard this is his first appearance now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's his first appearance in the 50-year gap that has occurred between Season 4 and Season 5, and he's voiced by Greg Baldwin, I think the name is.
How did he do?
He did okay. Like, it's not exactly the same as Mako, but
no one can recreate that voice.
Yeah, if you're looking for like the epic, like true Japanese accent, you're not gonna find it. But it's a passable job. I mean, they don't butcher it.
I would give it like an 80% okay.
Yeah, it's not perfect. It's just okay. It's a decent pass. I mean,
what's good about it is when he's talking, he's saying, "This is not the old Aku. This is the new Aku," about himself.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps.
It does kind of help.
So it was Greg Baldwin. That's right. So they did get the guy who replaced Mako for Iroh in Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he also had experience voicing Aku in that MMORPG Fusion Fall game for Cartoon Network, like way back in the day.
When you're replacing someone who either died or passed on with a certain voice and distinction, and you have used them in one instance, you kind of have to use them again.
Yeah, I did say when I first heard about Samurai Jack Continue, I was like, well, if they're bringing Aku back, they better get Greg Baldwin, because he's the one who replaced Mako for Iroh in Avatar, and he did a damn good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did decent, but as Squirrel said, this is a new Aku. Like, this Aku, from minute one, you can tell that something's up because Aku is just like, I don't give a shit about anything anymore.
He's so passive-aggressive, it's great.
Like, the only thing he gets pissed off about is these aliens who are made of mud just, track filth all over the place, and he's just like, look at what you are doing!
You're getting shit all over my floor.
And rather than just send him to the pit of hate or whatever, he's just like, I can't even look at you. Just get the fuck out. He doesn't even care about the beetle drones being upgraded to the nth degree. He's just like, I care because of the samurai you've been hunting for 50 years. He's the bane of your existence. Oh, that was the old Aku.
So Aku is getting bored. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's that, and also
he pulls the Discord.
He sinks back into the floor, and he's just like, you want to kill him? Go ahead. Who cares? I certainly don't. Not one bit at all. He sinks to the floor, and then we go to where he is, and he's literally talking to himself. He's seeing a psychiatrist version of himself. He's just like, so, tell me what's been bothering you? Well, it's been 50 years.
I did see that screen cap, and I was like, I'm getting the weirdest Discord vibe from this.
Yeah, it's totally a Discord scene. He's just like, it's been 50 years, and I thought Jack would just keel over and die! That's literally what he did with Coop, with his therapist self. And he just sinks back down, and he's like, but he hasn't even aged. He's just grown that stupid beard. It looks like he'll be here forever.
Hang on, we don't call him samurai. This is a safe place.
Oh yes, sorry, doctor.
This is a safe space. We don't use that.
What I love about Aku is that they kept all the sound effects that he had. You ever notice that when Aku moved in the past, he had this creaking noise, like he's made of wood, which I think he technically is. They kept all those creaking noises whenever he moves in the new show now.
So the word samurai triggers him.
Pretty much.
Yep.
But yeah, the scene ends with him going, I wish there was someone who could dispose of my problem. Ta-da! There's the daughters of Aku hunting him down right now. Excuse me a minute.
Excused.
But as we continue on with the episode, what happens is, as the episode goes on, it kind of switches between a lone wolf is walking down this path, and oh my god, the backgrounds I want to hang on my wall. because they're so good. And
So the Scotsman hasn't shown up yet, has
no,
he?
not yet.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So yeah,
All right.
as we see a lone wolf as he's walking down the path.
Yeah, that is beautiful imagery.
We see Jack going the same path on his motorcycle.
Yeah, it runs parallel.
Mm-hmm. And so, basically, as the episode progresses, you see the lone wolf fighting against a bunch of bigger, tougher,
big green tigers with teeth.
Yeah, alien tiger things with teeth, and it parallels between the two.
Like first, Jack has to fight the new Beetlebot, and just like always, easy.
He turns it into butter.
Then come the daughters of Aku, and holy shit.
Shit goes down.
They are fast, they hit hard, they hit quick, and they just tear at his armor and pretty much break all his weapons.
And then
and their leader is voiced by Tara Strong.
Yeah. Yes. And basically Tara Strong voices all of them.
Oh, does she? Awesome!
Yeah.
Well, we say voice, but we haven't heard any of them, I think, except for the flashback to when they were children.
You can tell it's her, because they do mention her at the...
well, they are all twins, so...
Yeah, they are all twins. So
I love it. It's like an army of irate Twilights.
Pretty much. So, basically, he takes cover in some of the scrap from the bug beetle, and as he's sitting there looking out, his
past
self like pops out and says, "You should totally give up. Just do it."
Like nothing to fight for. Like all the time portals have been destroyed. There's nothing left.
You should totally just end it now.
Yes.
Holy
Samurai Jack is contemplating whether or not to kill himself.
Yes.
So yeah. That's
Aku is triggered by the word samurai. Samurai Jack is suicidal.
And so as he's sitting there, he's like, "I can do this. They're just nuts and bolts. They're just nuts and bolts.
They're just robots.
They're just robots.
Totally robots."
So he stops. Yeah, go on, Trey. You can do.
No, you go on, Squirrel.
Okay. So he stops and just kind of gets in his little zone, and he makes a run for it. And the scene as he's running towards the temple, this is why I love having surround sound, because you could hear the rain as he's running all around you. And he goes into some temple ruins, and you could hear not just his footsteps, but their footsteps too all around you. And shit was getting pretty tense.
I was about to say that you can't hear their footsteps, but if you got surround sound and you can catch that, that's a good hearing.
Little bits here and there. The music was also being pumped in the back speakers too.
Oh yeah. They're a lot quieter than Jack.
Yeah. But they kind of blended in with the music.
That's actually quite clever.
Yeah.
But he runs and hides into this temple that is like, I think it was mostly comprised of like warriors who are now dead. And this next scene is quite awesome because the daughters, they all go their separate ways, and they find like all of these corridors and places where Jack could hide. They all don't find Jack, but they all separately think, all right, time to blend in. And they all fade into the shadows and wait.
And I remember watching something about this because they were talking about they're all waiting, but so is he. And they were like, how are we going to light this dark temple in the rain? So they use lightning bugs. So it's kind of cheating with the cuts because the light keeps going in and out, but it's still done so well that you don't care. And so basically they do a pretty much a game of cat and mouse for a little while, until they get to the temple, to the tomb room with the dead king on the chair.
There are
And-
like dozens upon dozens of coffins.
Jack kind of pulls a was that Apocalypse Now with the guy in like a pool of dead bodies?
Harold.
But he kind of does that. He kind of does the thing where he's hiding in a what?
It's not just Apocalypse Now. It's been used in so many movies.
Yeah.
He hides in one of the coffins.
He hides in one of the coffins as they're coming towards him, and because he's so goddamn good, he's able to get out of there before they get up on him.
Well,
I think, aren't they?
well, not to my knowledge. Whoa, sudden. 1010, do you have headphones or no?
No. Here.
Because I can suddenly hear my voice coming through you. Oh wait, it's gone now. Never mind.
Okay.
Here we
Was that my fault? Because I was leaning right near the mic. I wonder. How about now? Is
Yeah,
it
you're
back
good.
again?
You're fine.
You're fine.
Anyway.
You continue, Trade.
From what I remember, like, Jack is hiding in the coffin, and this beautiful soundtrack is playing. It's both like beautiful and very threatening as they kind of do a process of elimination and like figure out where Jack is hiding. And they break the coffin. Jack bursts out of the rubble and just has this sword that the warrior was buried with, and he goes, just defends himself, and eventually just goes fuck it and runs with one of them hot on his trail. And that's when shit goes from dark to darker still.
Verification confirmed. Not a robot.
Yeah. Jack discovers that they're not robots the hard way.
What's interesting about this is, you know how in some shows they just show like a little cut here and there, and as the fight keeps going, the cuts keep getting more apparent? No. Jack straight up kills a bitch.
Yeah, he straight up like takes her weapon and just slices her neck. And her mask breaks. She flops to the floor. You see her face and the blood coming out of her neck. And Jack's just like, oh shit. Not robot.
Not a robot.
And then he realizes, oh shit, I've been stabbed and I am bleeding pretty hard.
So he takes back the dagger of Scaramouche, which they nicked off him during their initial encounter, and like taps the walls as he like leans against another wall, bleeding out.
Pretty
And
sure
you remember
he's lost a kidney.
Yeah. Remember what I said about the dagger and how any object that hit it has its particles or whatever accelerated until the object explodes? That's what happens to the walls, and Jack is flung out of the tomb as the other daughters are trapped, and he floats down a river with blood. And then we cut back to the wolf, who has beaten its foes, but is also quite beaten, broken, and dying. Cut to credits.
And then you say, cliffhanger!
Like,
then you
literally,
say,
when
damn
they
it, I
cut to
can't
the
get
credits,
any
I was
more
just
erect.
like, when they cut to the credits, it was just like, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yep. You're
like, damn it.
You're panting, you're sweating, you're a mess, you're a wreck. You're wanting more.
Squirrel, did you light a cigarette after you watched this?
It sounds like you needed it.
I almost
Were
took
you
a
just
cold
like
shower.
lying in bed with a cigarette going, was it good for you?
I almost took a cold shower, I swear.
To quote DWK, are you guys talking about watching Samurai Jack or masturbating?
Both.
Or in the case of them, what's the difference?
Yeah. All I can say is that this was a fantastic episode, and I look forward to seeing the next one tomorrow and making another blog entry about it.
Alright, are we ready to bring him back?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's bring
bring
him back.
him
I
back.
got him.
Bring them back. Bring them back.
Bring in the English ones! And the Australian ones.
Okay. Shirley and 10K, you want to do your fanfic?
Yeah, hang on a sec. Actually, I've got a
Oh
couple.
god, we're having a
review-
duet.
I've got a couple of like one shots that I want to talk about a little bit here. They're kind of funny. So I'll do those first, and then I'm going to let Tin do most of the talking on this other one because she's
make me like a deer in headlight.
Much further ahead. You're much further ahead than me, sweetie.
That's because I've read everything so far.
Yeah, you're up to date. Anyway, so this first one is called 1,000 Roses. So Pony Magazine, People Magazine, has declared Twilight Equestria's most eligible bachelorette.
Sounds about right. Although in her case, I thought she would just rather have a bang than a boyfriend.
No, and she says in the interview that she would like to find her special sun pony someday. So over the next week, the Ponyville flower girls, Rose, Daisy, and Lily, literally deliver their entire stock of flowers to Twilight because they've gotten that many orders from all over Equestria. And Twilight is kind of freaking out. She kind of
would too.
Yeah, well, it's not just about like how many flowers she's gotten from these admirers. It's also about that not a single one of them is from a stallion in Ponyville. And she's like, why not?
So where are they from?
It's like, is there something wrong with me? It's like, these people are total strangers and they're willing to like send me these flowers. So how come all the stallions here won't send me anything? Am I that fucking weird? And the answer is yes, Twilight, you are weird. So she kind of has a little bit of her famous Twilight.
Hang on. I think we're having technical difficulties.
It's just on Zai's end.
Well, no, random Greymane
There we go.
can't hear us either.
No, Greymane just said he can hear us.
Oh.
Was it just me, or was there a lot of robotic noises? Because every time I tried to connect,
it was you.
It was robotic.
I didn't hear that.
Damn.
Yeah, the problem is just on Zai's end then.
Yeah,
Right.
Sorry, Greymane, misread that.
Continue.
So, Twilight's having a bit of a freak out. She's like, there must be something wrong. Stallions of Ponyville want to send me anything. And she honestly has a very legitimate freak out. That's what I love about this. It's cute and it's very Twilight freak out moment. She doesn't have them that much anymore these days after she became a princess, but it's kind of nice to see that she still overthinks things like this, And I won't give away the very tale of this is that Twilight kind of resigns herself to go on a date with some pony that she doesn't have feelings for because she's worried about being alone. That is seriously the biggest problem I've got with this because I'm like, what kind of message is that sending?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us?
Well, I mean, Fanny, I'm sure you have an idea.
Right. Well, one of the biggest things that a person should, or at least it's my opinion, other people have lots of other opinions, but at least in my opinion, it's always seemed that when you agree to do something out of fear of what someone else wants, or out of fear that you're just going to be that one person who's going to be looked at as weird for the rest of your life, or in this case, that you're going to be alone for fucking ever, and you're willing to settle, that's a very bad thing, because if you're not willing to really... If you're willing to go just settle for whatever's available, even if you don't want it, you're gonna end up miserable. And that's whether it's in working, education, or of course, relationships.
Yeah, I actually have a lot of experience with this. A girlfriend I had before I met Tin I thought there might have been some issues with us, but I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm in my 20s, I should find a girlfriend because I was still in that stupid mentality of, by the time you're 20, you better get married. And after a while, we were really miserable. And that's when I realized that settling like that is a stupid idea. So I don't really like the message that this is giving. Because at the end of this story, somebody, and I will not name names, reveals to Twilight that they got a crush on her, but she doesn't feel that way for them. But she goes to them after the fact and says, maybe we should try it. Maybe I just need to see what it's like. And I'm like, no. That's not a good way to view things at all.
There is
something to say about that, though.
I have actually been in that situation. It's actually how I got with my current boyfriend, but not in the way you think. When I met the guy I'm currently dating, we were just friends. And for about a year and a half, my feelings didn't change. He admitted to me that he had a crush on me. But I told him, you know, as flattered as I am by that, you are just a friend for me, and I hope you respect that. And he did. It wasn't until a while later when things came up and he had another chance to tell me that he still had a crush on me. I said, all right. After I thought about it, very long and hard, I said, all right, let's try it out. Let's date each other. And we did. And the more we learned about one another, the more we got on. It not only made our friendship stronger, I actually did start to have feelings for him. And it just kept growing, and now he is my boyfriend. And I love him and adore him. If I hadn't given him a shot, I probably wouldn't be with him right now.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be wrecking him in that bed?
She hasn't had the opportunity yet. Anyway, but
I do it. We do that via online stuff. But
anyway,
why is that bad?
But
because she's innocent.
But the whole idea of the, you know, oh, I feel like I'm going to be alone forever, so I'm just going to settle. I'm like, I don't like that. I especially don't like that coming from Twilight.
Twilight, who has so many goals and aspirations in her life, who's never willing to settle for just the lowest thing until she's actually failed at something.
There's a comic I've been reading, someone's been doing, which is actually really well designed. Is that on my end? No. And it's a series, like it's set off so that way the audience participates in how the character goes on this route. But in it so far, like Twilight has romantic feelings with Spike, right?
Ew!
No. I hate the ship too. But in this version, she wasn't considered a sister to him. Celestia still raised Spike until, like, Twilight is older. So is everyone else is older too. Spike is a full-grown dragon who's married to Applejack because Applejack felt feelings to him, I believe, and there are a lot of others. Twilight still, Spike didn't know how to consider Twilight, whether she was a childhood friend, a mother, or a sister. He didn't know because she didn't raise him in this one. Trust me, I hate all Spike ships where he's a baby dragon. I hate them because of that same reason. But it was interesting because one of Spike's concern was, how come no one wants to date Twilight because she's always put in the friend zone because she's the princess of friendship. And I was like, that's really interesting if to think about it later on. Is she going to be stuck, like everyone saying we want to be friends with you rather than a romantic interest because you're the princess of friendship?
God, then that makes you wonder what Cadence's life was like before she met Shining Armor.
Yeah, it really does. She was a...
Okay,
I'm not going to say that.
She got around.
As far as 1,000 Roses go, it's a cute fic. You get a nice little Twilight freak out. Spike is, of course, the voice of reason once again. The only thing, like I said, the only thing I'm not really a fan is the end where Twilight basically says, well, I don't have feelings for you, but you're a friend, so let's see what happens. I'm like, just facepalm so hard. I didn't like that. The other one-shot fic I've got here is Flash versus the Nightmare Forces, and if anyone, and this is basically a cute little, this is a funny little Equestria Girls parody of Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Groovy.
Oh no.
Yes.
Apparently,
now, I will say this: it is not that good because it's not just like it doesn't necessarily pay homage to the Evil Dead, and this is Evil Dead 2, by the way, for those of you who are horror aficionados. It kind of just basically takes it scene for scene. Now, it doesn't have the stars of this are Flash, obviously, he's playing Ash, Twi, Pinky, and Rarity. And it starts and I'm not giving anything away here, it starts after the three of them have already been infected by the Nightmare Forces and have been killed. So it's basically a very short one-shot of Flash going through the same things that Ash did in the Evil Dead 2 movie. And
all right, let me say a thing about fics that do this sort of thing, where they go essentially scene for scene, just recreate it with a different.
It's not 100% scene for scene, but it's damn close.
Well, sometimes it can be done. It can be done, but you gotta pick but only if you pick and choose certain scenes and apply them to the new universe properly, and intermingle them with your own variation of the scene or a new scene entirely. I say this having gone through, I admit this freely, one of my fanfics that I have published, my most popular fanfic, is actually for the Star Trek, the alternate universe, or the 2009 version of Star Trek, where I take the original novel called where I take the original Star Trek series novel associated with the Khan trilogy, which is all about Khan being exiled on freaking Ceti Alpha 5. Yep. I take that original novel, throw it and reimagine it into the events of the new version, the new timeline, with Cumberbatch. Yeah, I pretty much do that because mostly out of my frustration that they didn't have Marla McIvers in the fucking movie, where she should have been at least a minor character, and she wasn't. So yeah, they screwed over a character I liked. I threw her into my own version of it in a novel, in a reimagining of a novel. There were scenes that, yes, I went and looked at the book, and I did my best to recreate a few scenes from the book, just different, like, setting, different situations slightly, and then move on. But I threw in enough of my own shit, enough of my own imagination and ideas and possibilities for this story, enough of my own original crap, to where it wasn't just a straight up plagiarism or a straight up scene for scene copy.
Unfortunately, Fanny, not into that level of depth. It's pretty short. Again, it's basically all Ash had to deal with after he had to kill his girlfriend and friends. But I will say this: it made me laugh because it wasn't line for line Ash of Evil Dead 2. It was just fun because I'm imagining all this shit going on with Flash, and I'm laughing my ass off. I love Flash to death, but it's just so funny to see him going through the same shit Bruce Campbell did in this movie. Well, then it did succeed on one level, just like in the original Evil Dead 2, and Evil Dead 2, it did make you laugh. Anyway, those are the two one-shots. Probably not for the same reasons, but it did make you laugh. Yeah, those are the two one-shots I've got. I do recommend 1,000 Roses, but again, the ending kind of made me feel a little weird. Flash versus the Nightmare Forces is good, but if you are familiar with Evil Dead 2 and you like, it's one of your favorites like it is mine, and you also kind of have an issue with Flash, you might not like this. So, take it. Reader beware.
So long as we have the scene where Flash is punching himself in the face with a possessed hand, I'm happy.
Not saying a thing. Anyway, now on to the big one. This is the Enchanted Library. Didn't you want to do that one with someone? Yeah, I did. I'm just opening it up.
Sure, yeah. All right, so people already know from my anime reviews that I am really bad about spoilers, so why did I spoil this for you? I'm sorry.
Well, granted, sweetie, this fic has been around for a long time.
Because it's a long fic.
It's a long fic, and to be honest, this has also gotten if I remember correctly, it got a big spot on EQD, and it was one of the hottest on FemFiction way back in the day. So
at least it's still going.
Yeah, they started doing this almost over 2 years ago.
All right. So, alternate world Equestria. 1,000 years ago, Luna, Celestia, Cadence, and Twilight were all Alicorn princesses ruling Equestria together. And then all of a sudden, Discord comes along. Now, they have war, and they finally get things to an impasse. And it seems like things are at a standstill. But then Discord decides he's had enough. And he hunts down and traps the princesses singularly. All while the princesses are looking for the elements of harmony to, of course, try and ultimately stop him. And he separates them one by one. No one knows what happens to Princess Celestia. Princess Luna vanishes as well, and he takes her crown, and he goes to Twilight, who had built a secret library so she could study and research the elements and try to find them and stop him. And he curses her. He basically turns her into a ghost. She cannot leave the Ponyville Library. Ever. Now, maybe someday, if someone believes well enough, they can free her. But Twilight vanishes from history. And 1,000 years later, the 4 princesses are legend. The only princess who never disappeared was Cadence, because she was protected in Canterlot Castle. So her and all her descendants remained and ruled Equestria. Discord hasn't been seen since, and there's been no evidence of the princesses. They're nothing but myths at this point. And that is where we come to Rarity. Now, I know here on the show we like our we like our Rary Jack.
Yep.
But this one is a Rare Light ship. I'm not quite sure how to call that one.
Twilight.
Well, it's better than calling her Twitty.
Mm-hmm.
Twilighty?
But nah, that's silly.
Then let's not try to figure that out.
In any event,
Continue.
during what I guess you could almost call it what this alternate universe calls Nightmare Night instead, Rarity goes into the Everfree Forest to chase after her little sister who's doing something stupid again.
Yeah, I'm a sweetie pal.
Every universe.
And she comes across Twilight's library. She meets the ghostly princess who cannot escape. And unsteadily, the two start to form a friendship. And they think they figure out a way that they might be able to restore Twilight completely. Which is, in Twilight's library, it is missing books. And they begin to realize that maybe if they return all the missing books that Discord took, then maybe Twilight's curse can be lifted. Now, Rarity, having met someone she can genuinely help and genuinely likes, she's all gung-ho about this, and she starts traveling about Equestria to solve the mystery and hopefully free Twilight, trying to recover her lost books. But as you go on this story, it gets deeper and deeper. You meet Pinky, who has apparently found Princess Luna to a degree. Applejack and the Apple family is still in Ponyville. Rainbow Dash was formerly captain of the Wonderbolts and passed it on to Spitfire. And you begin to find all these things going together, and the mystery of the princesses and what Discord did to them gets deeper and deeper. You even begin to wonder if the princess who's supposedly the descendant of Cadence is actually Cadence's descendant or not. Because after all these centuries, none of them have ever tried to find any of the other princesses, despite the fact that other ponies have come to them with proof. Other people have found Twilight besides Rarity. Now, this fic is really well written. The characters are perfectly featured. Twilight is, I think, more adorable than usual, actually.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like if you had Twilight's dorkiness and love of learning combined with Luna's, separation of the world. She's got that innocent, what's happened in the last 1,000 years look, but it's combined with Twilight's just overwhelming need to understand things.
Mm-hmm.
So she's curious, but she's also completely disconnected from what's been going on.
And again, it's very well written. It's This fic, though, it's not done, and it's huge. So far, it is at 28 chapters. They just posted a new one, I think, yesterday. But it's still going. And
these chapters are long.
Yeah.
So, what is it, like Lord of the Rings?
Kind of.
No, I wouldn't call it Lord of the Rings. Because this one's a lot more about uncovering an ancient magic mystery, and likewise, there's a lot of character development, especially between Rarity and Twilight. The relationship between these two is well developed. They're taking their time with it. You actually can see them falling for each other, and it's cute. It's very
and you actually do get. I haven't gotten that far into it, unfortunately. I'm only in chapter 6, but you do get snippets of what happened in the past. Conversations between Cadence, Shining Armor, Twilight, Spike, Celestia, and Luna. You get all of these little bits of snippets of information so far, and it's very intriguing.
And then there's one other thing I think is really interesting. Discord. Now, by this point in the story, you haven't actually seen Discord. You've just seen snippets and remnants of his magic, because chaos magic is apparently very volatile and dangerous and will hang around for a long time because it does not operate on logic or any laws of magic. And you get a real feeling of threat from just the remnants of Discord's magic. And you just can't help feeling that, okay, whatever these princesses did to invoke his wrath, it was bad.
He actually made Discord intimidating.
Yes.
Now, well, that being said, I'm also very curious about just how Discord feels about it now that it's been 1,000 years. Because I also kind of get the feeling that, in a weird way, that we are also going to be seeing something of reformed Discord. I don't necessarily think he's malicious. I actually kind of think he's hoping that the whole thing will be resolved. But we're not going to know until we get further through the story. This is
So you reckon the princesses were slightly different in personality than they are that we know them, you reckon? Maybe that they did something and Discord was protecting? Do you think, maybe?
No, I don't think so. In fact, the way this is posed, this happened shortly before Luna would have gone to Nightmare Moon. And when you do get to see Luna, she basically kind of says...
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
She basically says that if Discord hadn't acted, she might have done something that she greatly would have regretted. And because she got cursed, she had time to think her way through it.
I can
Sorry, I thought I heard knocking. I'm back.
I can imagine Discord feeling like hollow after everything that happened. Like he would deeply regret.
But he never met Fluttershy. Has he met Fluttershy? I doubt he would have.
No, actually, here's an interesting thing. So far, the relationships are very disjointed. The only main character that's Rarity's good friend right now is Fluttershy. They know of the apples, and she and AJ are acquaintances, but that's about it. And one thing though that is confusing to me, and I'm sure it's explained later in the story, is that Sweetie Belle's best friend is Scootaloo. They don't hang out with Apple Bloom
yet.
Oh, why not? She's too proud for them?
I don't know.
They'll get to that sooner or later. But he's not as far as I am.
Yeah, she's up to date. I'm on chapter 6.
Actually, if you think about it, with Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle, when we first meet Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo, they are together.
Yeah, they are together when they first hang out with Apple Bloom.
And
so it makes sense.
There's also hints about what happened with Spike as well.
I was wondering that.
Yeah, because he was there with Twilight, but you don't know what happened. And I think even early on in the early chapters, it begins to hint that part of the reason Twilight kind of let herself get cursed was because of what Discord did to Spike. And you don't know what happened to him. I have suspicions, but I'm not going to say that because that would be spoilers.
Even speculative spoilers.
So I really like the mystery of all this, and I like where everything's going. So this is a really well-written fic, and it's definitely worth anybody's time to check out. I'm sorry if you're not Rarity Twilight shippers, but if you're willing to put that aside, it's definitely worth the read.
Hey, I'm not one myself, but I find this to be a very endearing and cute story. I really don't see our Rarity giving any two shits about Twilight, considering how much he's badmouthed her over the couple of months.
I don't know. What do you think, Rarity? What would it take for you to be interested in the Princess of...
Rares?
I think she
He
tuned out.
stunned her into silence. That's what he did.
She's just like, I can't even
She
think
is
of this
so
shit.
shocked
Damn.
about it that she's just staring at her screen in just shock and awe. And I will ship it.
I
No.
think Rarity doesn't give two shits about the ship.
So I will say this, because 10 is up to date, and because I've just started reading it, this is definitely a recommendation for me. I'm not a huge fan of like severely alternate realities for MLP. I kind of like seeing what authors can do with the reality we have. But even though this is a severely altered history, I have enjoyed this severely so far. I mean, it's pretty damn sad. I'm surprised the sad tag is not a part of the. It's not a part of this fic.
The amount of times you just said severely was severely bad.
Every
Did
time
I?
he says it, take a shot.
We're gonna have a drink.
Shut up.
No, but isn't
So-
it Rarity's birthday today?
Yes, we actually already did celebrate it.
Oh,
I mean,
So
you can
on
wish her
that-
happy birthday too.
I already did.
Love that.
I got it pop up at like midnight last night, and I was just like, oh, what did I write? I wrote, "Happy birthday, Miss Rarity." Let me just bring it up. Come on.
We're on air, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, still. I was
Yes.
about to suggest a quick music break.
Where is it?
If our
Aw.
DJ hasn't keeled over just yet.
Happy birthday, Miss Rarity. May your radiance carry on for more years to come.
Oh.
You
Way
missed
to
it.
feed
Brayburn,
Eureka.
Brayburn
I was like,
came in
need
here.
to do it.
You missed it, Storm. Brayburn came in here and he implied to both AJ and Rarity they need to hurry up and get things going because they ain't getting any younger.
Oh, God.
Let's do a quick music break.
Business.
Yeah, here on Treetime on Celestia Radio, all fandom all the time, except when it's heavily implied lesbianism.
Implied.
And
Oh.
we are back.
Yeah, we're back. Let's do
We're
Mad
back,
Lib again
finally.
here.
Way to do
Squirrel's
Mad
not
Lib.
distracted by the loud noises anymore.
Oh, there's plenty of loud noises out there.
Anyway,
Are you ready?
obligatory Mad Lib.
Obligatory Mad Lib.
In 10 minutes.
Yes, and Tenten Hime-sama. Hi. We'll start with you. Adjective.
Adjective. Swirly.
Swirly. Fanny.
I don't know if she's back yet.
Probably not.
Fanny.
I don't think she's back.
Okay, then we'll
Said she
pass
was
on her. Trade, we'll go with you then. Adjective.
Oh, wait. I saw her flick up. Fanny, are you here?
Nope.
I think it's
I see her light up, but
I'm here.
okay.
There
okay,
you are.
hold on. We're doing a Mad Lib. Adjective from you.
Adjective. Minty.
I guess.
Trade.
yo,
Noun.
soup.
No, so real.
I'm almost afraid what this is gonna be. Fluff and stuff. Zai.
What a shit.
Everyone's disappearing today.
Fine. Storm, we'll go with you then. Plural noun.
Yay. Plural noun. Cats.
Meow.
Cats.
Well, Zai's back now.
Oh, Zai, now you show up.
I said BRB, sorry.
You said it very quietly. You
And I
need to.
tried No, you guys were just talking over everyone again, and like I tried to mute Discord, but it was lagging, so it didn't respond.
Anyways, Zai.
Mhm.
A place.
Twilight's Castle.
I thought he was going to say plushy heaven.
No, I could use my plushie.
Plushy heaven.
AKA Build-A-Bear.
Kind of.
Okay. Squirrel? Squirrel Mound.
Wallets.
Shirley?
Mm-hmm.
Adjective.
Dedicated?
Well, dedicated could be used as an adjective. Starry?
Hi.
Plural noun.
For a noun.
Those are nouns.
I know, I'm just trying to think of something good, but I can't think of.
English, please, not Australian.
TVs.
Arts.
TVs.
Okay.
I couldn't think of anything good, sorry.
Dun-dun.
You should have thought of the most Australian possible thing just to start the trade.
Boomerang.
Drop this!
Enough. Dun-dun. An adjective.
Adjective.
Soft.
What is it?
Soft.
Oh, soft.
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
Thought you said something else. Fanny?
Yep.
Noun.
Noun. Toothpick.
She could have used the bucket.
Are you still on about that?
Do you have
No.
Do you have a bucket fetish or something there?
Anyway.
No, it's just a joke.
Oh, trade. Adverb trade.
All right, remind me what an adverb is, because I'm an idiot.
Oh my god. How are you doing a verb?
Oh my god, is not an adverb.
Just tell me what an adverb is, because I'm an
it's
idiot.
describing a verb. Usually ends in L.
How are you doing it?
Thank you, stupidly.
That works.
Definitely works from you.
I'm like
Actually-
I'm like the opposite
wow.
of Sherlock. I delete all of the important
Zai?
information out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a noun.
Stylus.
Storm, an adjective. Storm.
Oh,
Stormy.
sorry. Yeah, no, I was thinking. Adjective. Shiny?
Shiny.
Shiny.
Every time I hear shiny, I can't help but think Firefly.
Hey, Squirrel.
Yes.
This is interesting. An adjective and noun combination.
What's
Like a dumb trade.
You say a dumb trade?
Yes.
I thought you did. I just wanted to check.
you just
Hey.
wanted confirmation on what is reality?
A
No, but
happy
basically-
cat.
And finally, Rayburn,
Yeah,
an adjective.
another one. Oh, okay.
This is the last one.
Oh,
Complete the mission.
Surprised.
And I had some good set up, and I got one that I
Surprise, then that will do it.
I had a list set up for the other two, and
Since
Buckets,
we're
buckets, and more
since
buckets.
it is a birthday, this is all about birthday wishes.
Oh boy.
This should be good.
It's my swirly birthday, and my minty friends are singing "Happy Birth Soup" to me.
Oh, that sounds wrong.
That sounds disgusting.
Ew.
Is that what comes out?
Oh, no.
you're not wrong, but
Ah,
you're not wrong.
That's gonna ruin appetites.
I need a shower now.
But I don't know what I want to wish for when I blow out the cats. Should I wish for peace in Twilight Castle, or for 1,000,000 wallets?
Are they full or empty?
Twilight Castle. I don't know. That's kind of a big wish there.
No. There's a difference. There's a difference between a million empty wallets and 1,000,000 wallets with $1 in them.
Or with a bit.
Right.
I still don't know the exchange rate between bits and those American or Australian dollars.
I think somebody's actually done the exchange rate.
Anyways, what else could I wish for? The end of dedicated hunger, or my own personal lifetime supply of TVs?
Dedicated hunger.
You can never miss a show again.
No, a lifetime supply of TVs. Just one breaks, get another one.
No, you're the fucking guy from the second Matrix movie, sitting in the room full of TVs.
Okay. Anyways, I only get one wish, so I have to make it a soft one. I just can't wish for any old toothpick.
Ew.
But time is running stupidly. I know. I just have to ask myself, what's the one stylus I want more than any other shiny gift in the world?
Wacom.
That's it. I'm gonna wish for a happy cat. Trademarked.
Aww.
But shh, don't tell. It's a surprised secret.
Surprise secret.
What the hell does that even mean?
It's a secret that's gonna be quite a
Everyone's gonna be
surprise.
surprised.
All surprises have to be secret.
Okay, well, Rarity, to answer your question, I did find it. Somebody did convert bits to dollars.
And what's the
12.5 cents about.
No. That's
It's like $5 for.
No, it's about, like, the one that makes the most sense is that went off of, like, when Apple Bloom tried to charge 4 bits for a bushel of apples.
Yeah.
1 bit is about $3.50.
Okay.
Huh. Per
Oh,
bit.
I go to your world.
But is that US or Australian?
That's
Probably
all.
US.
Way.
Of course
Oh,
it's US again.
2 minutes left on the clock.
Yes.
It's hard sometimes to sort of like judge how much something should charge when you're writing a story and you like need to charge it in bits, and it's like, because you think back to all the times any ponies ever bought something from like a store, and it's like Fluttershy tried to buy one like single cherry for a bit, but then there's like sometimes the value is more than that, and it's like only a couple of bits could. I don't know.
Okay, sorry to answer your question. If it was converted to Australian dollars, 1 bit would be about $4.59.
Holy shit.
All right, guys, I gotta get on. Hey, wait a minute! I got something I gotta do. Tell my. You can tell her later.
Huh?
Are you sure?
You can tell her later, AJ. No, I can't.
Oh god.
Let her tell.
You got 1 minute.
It's not strict trade. Calm down.
All right. Some of you youngins out there, cover your ears. This is gonna be inappropriate.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Sorry.
no.
Listen now.
You mean Apple Bloom? I'm an adult. And
All
I
right.
don't-
Yeah.
Bella, here's your other surprise.
Oh no.
Tonight, we're tacking.
We're attacking.
And this time, I'm going to get up.
Ooh.
She's tacking your poo tang tonight.
I said I'm the one wearing the get up.
Oh my god.
And if any of y'all are curious,
We told you to cover your ears, Starry.
I have headphones on that doesn't work.
Take
now,
the
if any of y'all are
headphones
curious
off.
as to what my
Well, you could have been more specific, couldn't ya?
I don't think they need to know.
You're still too young, Apple Bloom.
All right.
if
Good
any of
night.
y'all are curious as to what my cousin be talking about, just Google tacking and ponies.
All right, everybody.
Let's
Here we go.
We'll call it a night. Everybody
Good
say
night.
goodbyes.
Night, y'all.
Happy birthday!
Miss Rarity, your final say.
From all of us here at the tree, this is Miss Rarity saying it's been an amazing birthday. And now, before I pass out...
You mean before you get tacked?
Come on, AJ, let's go.
Oh my god.
Next time, make it 2 times.
And there they go.
Just don't make it 2 times on me, Marshmallow.
Good night.
Carly, here we're tactless. I think
Ariel.